Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How's everybody doing? Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on this beautiful Friday, February 19th. Just getting over another small snow event. Just a little one.
I barely noticed. The blizzard of 21, as it will be officially known as.
Is that right?
It's going to have to be. We always talk about the blizzard of 78. So
are we going to call it? Yeah, we have called it the blizzard of 78. And, we'll end up getting, it depends how the drift goes if we'll end up getting 12 inches of snow. But who knows when's the last time we got 12 inches of snow?
Yeah, we've had some mild winters here, so this one seems pretty extreme by comparison.
Yeah, and the 3 or 4 weeks of under 32 degrees, I don't think it's been over 30 for probably 10 or 15 days now.
And we haven't seen over 20 in over a week now, I think. We're right out a week.
Good thing we have plentiful natural gas supplies and electricity at this state.
No, I haven't had chili for a few days.
I like that. That's all right. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. That's, of course, Brian Turner. This is our weekly Take the Points edition, and we are going to talk about all kinds of different stuff. We're going to talk high school basketball. We're going to talk maybe a little professional football. We're going to talk of two different kinds, by the way, of professional football. Football and football, as you can see, you probably can't see. You see you're covered. You've covered the whole thing.
Well,
he's wearing a soccer jersey, ladies and gentlemen. It's the
there we go.
Yeah, there you go. The Liverpool Football Club, the soccer jersey, and he's brought
featured in.
He's brought his little friends.
It's the only friends I have, Bruce.
It's nice. Well, at least you have some. He's brought his little friends. So we're going to talk about that, and probably also actually college basketball beginning to heat up a little bit, and gambling on all of this stuff. That's basically why we're here. Like I said, this
what we live for.
We're having a lot of fun. We're having a lot of fun. I'm hanging on by the tips of my fingernails. We're going to talk about all kinds of stuff. What is going on in and around the area today? Well, let me tell you what's going on. By the way, we are on channel 100, channel 99, channel 98, channel 3, channel 25. You can find us all over the place. We're worldwide. Also on the YouTube channels, and I believe Facebook too. I've got a little Facebook thing, but I don't show it there. Whatever. You can find it. If you're watching it now, you know how to find us. Community events, what's going on? Isn't that good? You like that, don't you? You like that a lot.
If you're live, you're already ahead of the game.
If you're watching me right now, you can tell that it's Wednesday afternoon instead of Friday morning. So there you go. Glad to make everybody feel good. What's going on today? Some community events. I do have two. There are two, count them, two blood drives to tell you about over in, actually I think they're both in Marion County. One of them at the American Legion in Patoka. This is going to be from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. this afternoon. Please visit redcrossblood.org and enter the Coram Deo Classical to set an appointment. So it's Coram Deo Classical. Actually both of them today are in that vein. You liked what I did there, didn't you?
I was not even paying attention.
Both the blood drives today are you enter Coram Deo Classical to get that, so they're both in that vein. You made me repeat it.
Bruce, don't tell jokes. I would.
It was a good one the first time around. It was really good.
Sorry, I was tweeting out the links here.
That's fine. That's fine. You go ahead. Again, go to redcrossblood.org. Get your hot pass, blood, whatever it's called. Get your rapid pass and get your appointment, and they'll help you out. Like I said, it's a Patoka this morning from 9 to 2, and then they're going to pick up and head over to Sandoval, which will be from 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock today. So hopefully you get down there and help those folks fill up some pints of blood. That's a real nice thing. Also tonight, live music is back at Tuscan Hills Winery. This is our good friend Bill Poss.
Been on the show a couple times at least.
He's been on the show 3 or 4.
Yeah.
This is his group with his wife. You can see their picture there. Love seat at the Tuscan Hills Winery tonight. That from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. And they do, of course, to practice social distancing on that. Have you seen Bill and have you seen Love Seat? That's a good
I've
show.
seen Bill solo. I've not seen the duo.
Who'd you see Bill open for?
Chicago Farmer.
Oh, that's a good show.
That's a good show.
Yeah, that is. Bill, I got to have Bill on soon. They are planning.
Bringing it back.
Fully planning the Moccasin Creek Festival.
I think he's got Kelly Willis, Bruce Robeson lined up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a good show. What else going on this weekend? On Saturday, I do have one item for Saturday. Hope Ministries Food Pantry in Jeff will be distributing food to the community on Saturday. Also going to have produce and dairy boxes available as well. It's a drive-through distribution. Like I said, it's Hope Food Ministries in Jeff from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. And hopefully, if you need it, you'll be able to get in there and get whatever foodstuffs can help your family. So that's a nice thing to do. What else is going on today? This is National. I like this one. Let me make sure I find the right one. National. No, I didn't. I changed it. Doggone it. I've messed up. I changed it to my later ones. I'll show those slides later on. It'll be really happy. Everybody will have a good time.
I don't know what the national day is yet, so.
Well, I feel it's National Chocolate Mint Day.
Yeah.
You don't like chocolate mint?
I don't like mint. Love chocolate, don't like mint.
At all?
No. Those
Juleps?
thin mint cookies that everyone, mint juleps is the one exception. I'll give you that one.
Okay, all right.
Shout out to Doty.
You don't like the thin mint cookies?
No, they're
that
the worst.
Girl Scouts do. Really?
Yeah.
Those are the best.
I know, they're the most popular ones, and they're awful.
Crunch them up and put them in vanilla ice
Nope.
cream? Oh, my. Well,
Why ruin ice cream with thin mints?
this is National Chocolate Mint Day. It's observed annually across this country. On February 19th, this holiday has been set aside for all chocolate lovers to eat their favorite treats all day long. Apparently, all chocolate lovers except for our friend Weiss.
Actually, just did a chocolate truffle virtual tasting this week, or actually last week.
How was that?
Rather enjoyable. In fact, they sent like a 4-pack sampler. It was through my company.
I was going to say,
They do, like,
I'm trying
webinars
to
and-
understand how virtual tasting.
Well, we all just log into a Zoom, and there was a couple there that makes these, and they sent out to everyone that had signed up through their webinar, and
How many people on the Zoom?
it was a couple hundred.
Wow.
Yeah, so I mean, you set it to where it's speaker mode only, or and
So did they call on anybody to see what they thought of it?
yeah, they did some trivia's, and you could do it. You mostly gave feedback in chat, and but yeah, they sent like a 4-pack sampler. I wound up buying a box of 15 off of them, so they did their
money's
job.
worth off of you.
It was enjoyable, yeah.
That's cool.
Well, I kind of felt bad. I ate all 4 of them, didn't share any with Sarah, so I was like, I better buy some.
Well, were they good?
Yes, excellent.
Okay.
They're all
Let's see
homemade
how-
up in Massachusetts, so they were big. It was right after the Super Bowl, so
What brand?
I don't even remember. You would ask me that. I'd have to check my
You
Gmail.
take a look. The Aztecs and Mayans are given much credit for their ways with chocolate. While chocolate was brought back to Europe, they were not fond of the dark, bitter bean, but they used it for medicinal purposes. They added mint in the mid-1800s when inventions and improvements in processes made it possible to begin mass producing. Even the advertisements for mint chocolates or chocolate mints really didn't start showing up until the turn of the century. So there,
Mint was first a coffee additive.
really,
I think so.
I can't believe mint. Well, mint was probably first used as a medicinal.
I mean, it was medicinal, but they would drink it in actually coffee.
Well, that's probably came from the Mayans and Aztecs too, didn't it?
That makes sense. 'Cause,
yeah.
well, I mean, chocolate was kind of
Cacao.
taken back to Europe from them, so.
Yeah. So well, there you go. This is also a National Vet Girls Rise Day. This is I don't make these up. I just this is a good day. I just don't understand the name of it. It's a day to recognize women veterans. It's also a day for women veterans to support one another and share resources, build relationships, and spread awareness concerning the needs of women veterans. You worked with women in the armed forces, didn't you?
Not in my unit, but within the Army.
I didn't know if they were mixing them in the units.
We were a
but-
combat unit, and in the 90s, that didn't include women.
No, that did not include. So yeah, Vet Girls Rise. A good chance to recognize women veterans, and we appreciate all the assistance they have given to our country. So thank you so much, lady veterans. Now this one I had pictures of. This is National Love Your Pet Day. Actually, tomorrow is Saturday. Is everywhere on February 20th. Pet lovers observe National Love Your Pet Day. This holiday focuses on giving extra attention to your pets. It encourages pampering and focusing on the special relationship pets hold in our lives. Some different ways to observe National Love Your Pet Day. Check their vaccines to make sure they're up to date. Give them a few extra strokes with the brush while grooming. Practice their favorite commands, sit, shake, roll over, whatever. Play their favorite game or bring out their best toy. You know, that's the thing. I do this every day.
Yeah, that sounds like every day with Cosmo.
It's an everyday. Well, it's an everyday insistence.
Yes.
It's not. It's not a. It is insisted upon.
Although right now the biggest form of love I can freaking show my dog is just taking him outside to walk.
Well, now Cosmo likes walking in the
He
cold
does
weather.
Okay. I wouldn't say he loves it, but he's not a husky out there, frolicking through it.
I must tell you, the Great Danes don't much care for this. They got sick of the snow pretty quickly.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They and they're the ones who are tall enough that they can avoid the issues of swamp. But
No, we do a block at a time. We just do that about 5 or 6 times a day.
so you don't go on the big mile-long walks?
No, not doing the long ones right now when it's 2 degrees.
That makes sense. What's on television? What do you want to see on TV, folks? High school boys basketball tonight. South Central is at North Clay. We'll have the JV starting at about 6 o'clock and have the varsity for you too then. Maybe 6:15. NBA basketball tonight. The Chicago Bulls are at Philadelphia 76ers doubleheader. It's Bulls at Sixers followed by the Utah Jazz at the Clippers. That's on the ESPN channel 601. NHL hockey tonight. The Blackhawks are in Carolina. That's on NBC Sports Chicago, channel 643. Boys, men's basketball and college basketball. Monmouth takes on Iona. I've had a team name 2 days in a row on the show. The Gales played Thursday night, playing tonight. Two different teams. Yeah, the St. Mary Gales.
I believe Iona's playing right now, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I may have bet them.
Really? CSU Bakerfield Roadrunners will be at the UCSB Gauchos, Santa Barbara Gauchos. Those are both on ESPNU, channel 642. On CBS Sports Network, channel 628, Akron is at Ball State. The Zips taking on the Cardinals. That'll be followed up by Wyoming and New Mexico. The Cowboys versus the Lobos. I got to tell you, in history, Cowboys win. They do. They really do. Toledo is at Buffalo. That's on ESPN2 at 8 o'clock, channel 638. And finally, at 9 o'clock tonight, Boise State is at home hosting the Utah State Aggies. That is Brian Turner. I'm Bruce Dickey. Back right after this on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Back in a sec.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Hello, folks. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on. He doesn't. They're not listening.
Nobody is, Bruce.
Actually, YouTube does have YouTube.
They catch,
jerks.
Algorithms.
I didn't mean to say that. There are overlords from YouTuber.
I always say, with me being the numbers and math nerd that I am, I always said if I was going to DJ, it'd be DJ Algorithm.
Yeah, that's as good as my joke.
Like I said, you made one that I would have made, and that's not a good thing.
All right, so we're about halfway through basketball season already, aren't we? Can you believe that? It'll be halfway through tomorrow.
Yeah, that's 6-week season, so when a winter storm hits like this, you're kind of like, give us a break here.
It is just astonishing and unbelievable. But
now, if the weather breaks, the Mules, the team that I cover, will wind up not missing any games because of this.
Oh, no kidding.
Their Tuesday game, they played Saturday. They anticipated, and Hamilton County moved it up. They played Saturday.
So the Mules will still have a conference title, right? They're at least the Black Diamond East will have a conference championship. Everybody's playing everybody?
Yeah. They're playing all their conference games.
I know that the National Trail Conference intends to, and I know that because Effingham, we were supposed to show Effingham St. Anthony at Dietrich on Tuesday night, and that's a big matchup. They're both undefeated in the conference, both with just one loss overall, and didn't get to show that. Of course, no game on Tuesday night. It'll be next week. But yeah, this is really playing havoc with folks, isn't it?
Yeah. Like I said, Mules got 2 conference games in so far. They're going to try to play all 10.
We've been able to show Salem a couple of games, and it's good to see Andy's team playing well. Like I said, we were planning on being in North Clay on Friday night for their ball game against South Central. So looking forward to that tonight.
Just need the weather cooperate when you got a 6-week season.
Well, you really kind of do, and like I said, we're shooting this on Wednesday afternoon. The snow is still supposed to come again. I think. According to Len Wells, anyway, he said it's going to hit south of us.
Of course, when we say that, and you know what we're just a couple weeks away from?
Spring.
Football practice. That sneaks up on you.
That does. Yeah, that's exactly right. All right, so let's talk a little bit about basketball. Who's good? Who are the good? Are we going to get a chance? Are you going to get a chance to judge from other teams?
Well, for like I said, I'm down to just covering the one team now as far as high school boys. So I'm limited to who they play at this point.
Well,
they started off with 3 good wins, and I got to watch all 3 of those. So
here's Class 1A, and what kind of surprises me about this, as you're looking through, is that St. Anthony is not included. I would have figured that maybe St. Anthony is skipping up to Class 2A again this year, but you've got Oakville, who was supposed to play Salem Tuesday, that didn't get a play, and that game they're going to try to reschedule. And KZ Westfield up there on top, but I've really been surprised in that St. Anthony isn't on that.
And they're 3-1 right now too.
Yeah.
So, and they are in 1A. Casey's actually one of their better players transferred.
Oh, really?
Went over to Indiana not knowing if we were going to have a season. They still got the Livingston kid. But
Well, the same thing happened to Salem. One of their better players
Olney's
moved in with
the coach's kid transferred.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
I thought he was a senior. Flanagan transferred.
Well, no, I mean, he transferred over to Indiana this year.
I thought he was a senior last year.
No, he's back. Him and Landon were same age.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize. Well, so. There's Class 1A, and you kind of get a look at who folks.
The only 1A team I've seen is Woodlawn, and started to judge by that one because they had 6 kids that night.
Here's Class 2A, and they have Nashville in the top 10, Mount Carmel in the top 10, Teutopolis at number 10. We've seen Teutopolis play. Fairfield at 14 for teams around here. Breeze Central, we'll see them later on this season against Salem, and
March 6th is the one for me there. Mount Carmel hosting Fairfield.
You know, this is the tricky part for the Chicago teams. They're all starting a week or two later anyway.
Yeah.
Do they get are Chicago teams getting a full 6 weeks, or are they only getting a 4 weeks, or how are they doing?
Haven't paid attention because, like I said, we don't get to go north this year, so no postseason. So I've been able to narrow my focus on who I pay attention to.
Well, that's cool. Let's see anybody else that piques
More time for music and podcast.
Yeah. You know, that makes you think. That was one of the other things. Nashville has already picked up 3 wins. They were worried that they weren't going to get to play because they were in the Division 4 or whatever, or whatever.
The region, yeah.
Region 4, and what was the plan?
The Mules wanted to play them and couldn't.
Well, the plan was, the plan was if that district had stayed in whatever tier and had been unable to play, Salem was going to take over Nashville's schedule and basically play whoever Nashville was supposed to play, because Salem's main schedule is all on that side anyway.
Right.
The conference schedule. Well, that's that way. Okay, now let's look at one more. Let's go to the Class 3 and 4A, and this is all south of Chicago. And this is 3 and 4A mixed together. So, which I was surprised by, but then you look at their scores and who they've played. Effingham is, I tell you what, they're having a good start up there.
Start off 5-0.
Yeah. Effingham playing very well. Lincoln is going to play Teutopolis, so that'll be a good game for the Wooden Shoes. That's
Actually, they're 6-0. They played this week.
Oh, really? This is a couple days ago. Belleville East, however,
That's right, they beat Lincoln in overtime.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Well, see, they're in the Apollo Conference. They're conference member teammates, I guess, whenever you think of it like that. But yeah, the Effingham Hearts play that Apollo schedule. Teutopolis playing the Apollo schedule one season only.
They got added provisionally when they thought it might only be conference and regional games, and
right.
That's the same thing Mount Carmel with LIC, but then the LIC wound up making them a permanent member. So that's why it's a 1-year provisional with T-Town.
And with T-Town, they don't want to join a conference.
Right.
I mean, they wanted to have a schedule.
That was a one-time thing, which they'd agreed to back in the fall, and then before we knew how all this was going to shake out.
Well,
Centralia was on that 3A list. I think they were top 20. They're also on the Mule schedule. I think it's the last
Centralia was 16.
Last game of the season.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So that'll be a good one. The thing is, though,
if the Mules could upset Mount Carmel, and I think I'd call that an upset at this point, the very good chance that Fairfield goes into that Centralia game undefeated if they could get by Mount Carmel.
That would be an interesting matchup because Centralia
is pretty solid too.
They are essentially undefeated. They're 4-0 up there, but I don't know. And they're going to be playing a tough schedule too. They'll be playing in the South 7 schedule, right?
Yeah.
And so it's fun to watch. We're just glad the kids are getting out there, aren't they? And,
yeah.
And even though they've been having to miss practices this week.
I think no, that was JUCO went back to practice today. Never mind.
Who knows?
I was going to say, I think they went back today, but no, I knew my wife had to work, but it was junior college.
When you say today, he means Wednesday. That means by Thursday and Friday, they'll be back and playing again. That's what I'm saying.
With any luck.
That's Weeze on Bruce.
On Illinois.
Yeah. We'll be right back after this. Stick around.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Scheid Diesel Service Company is your anything diesel full service center and fuel injection shop. Scheid Diesel offers the quickest turnaround times to get you back on the road. Scheid Diesel can service any diesel engine from agricultural, construction, heavy-duty truck, and automotive. Let Scheid rebuild your pump, injectors, or turbos. Need custom fuel lines? Scheid has you covered. With a drive-in service, they offer a variety of services, including oil changes, engine rebuilds, DOT inspections, and DPF cleanings. For unmatched quality, think Scheid Diesel Service Company. Anything diesel. Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get ahead of the game at Carter Athletic Academy, where the goal is to transform you into the best young athlete you can be. Train for top performance in football, volleyball, soccer, baseball, and softball. Professional private lessons and clinics are always available with Carter Athletic Academy's expert training staff. Carter's exclusive Hit Track system brings skill development as well as exciting gameplay to batting cages. Plus, the Academy is the perfect spot for your special event or celebration. The Carter Athletic Academy in Fairfield. I thought about it while I was doing it, but I didn't get it fixed. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. I'm just talking a little inside baseball there is what we're not going to talk baseball.
If it can go wrong, it will.
If it can, it will. We might talk a little baseball later on because pitchers and catchers report.
And you're starting to see the win totals creep out and projections, and I figure we'll be doing those in the next couple of weeks.
We'll be doing those here very soon. I kind of want, it's one of those things before you get into the plus and minus on the win totals, you want to see where they settle because one win total it opens at 100 or opens at an 85 for a team, another opens at 90 for the same team, and then those usually if people
see that's where smart bettors have their projections done before those come out, and then you could possibly middle a few of those, but then again, those of us who don't those of us that don't do this professionally,
we don't care. we
wait for them to settle and then decide what we want to do.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, let's talk.
Not the most profitable, but it's the easiest.
We see now that's the thing. I'm not all that I'm not all that interested. Now this is probably bad betting on my part, but I'm not all that interested on win totals anyway.
Yeah, I don't do a whole lot of futures bets because you're just tying up money.
You're tying up cash that you might want to bet on. Whether Missouri beats Ole Miss or somebody. And you don't have.
But they are more predictable than single game bets are. So if you have prior knowledge and do the homework.
Yeah. Okay. How did we do on the NFL?
Actually, weren't we?
We were 16-16.
Yeah, we were.
Both of us.
Well, and
we were 15-16 or 16-15.
I'm usually about 60% on NFL win totals. But we discussed this year. I didn't make any this year because of COVID.
Well, now that's true. That's true, and you could probably say the same thing about baseball.
And I was just looking at some basketball stuff because there's 5 or 6 college basketball games gets postponed every day, and they're discussing how do you handle that come tournament time. And they're saying games are going to go on no matter what. Might just be more players in isolation.
They're saying that. I like how
which makes Calcutta type scenarios very interesting.
We're going to talk college basketball here in a little bit.
Yeah,
we're going to talk college basketball more at length here in a little bit. I'm sorry, we just digressed for the last 3 minutes. Actually, I'm not all that sorry. Let's talk about the NFL. Let's see what picture.
There is no offseason in the NFL.
No offseason here with Deshaun Watson's next snap. You and I talked about this. Last week, whenever we were talking about it, you were saying that his next snap was going to be the Houston Texans. Apparently, the Houston Texans are no longer the favorite for where Deshaun Watson's next snap is. Denver Broncos.
Jumped up. They were like plus 1,000 a week ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Why'd they jump up?
Because it's become known that they want to get rid of Drew Lock and they are willing to make a move.
I was kind of surprised the Bears were 15-1, 15 plus 1,500 there because did they fall? Because they were like plus.
With the Broncos.
So they think the Jets are going to keep Darnold, or Darnold's going somewhere else then?
I mean, then how many other quarterbacks are still in play that they could also go with there?
Look how many we have on the list. That's about 18 to 19.
They're saying Garoppolo back to the Patriots. I mean, there's a possibility. And Schefter said it weeks ago. We could see 18 quarterbacks change teams. I think the number's probably closer to 12 or 13.
Well, there's 19 right there. Yeah. The teams that are under suspicion of going after Deshaun Watson, and the surprising ones to me are the Giants and the Cowboys. They're just trying to get people at 50-1. So I mean, that's not going to go.
That's not on that list. That's also shopping their quarterback.
Who's that?
The Las Vegas Raiders.
They're shopping them. They're shopping Carr.
They're also trying to drum up interest on Mariota, saying, we may keep Mariota and you can have Carr, or we'll keep Carr and you can have Mariota.
See, now they're creating a stalking horse there.
They're trying to.
Yeah.
They're not going to be able to pull it off because it's the Raiders, but
yeah, there's no way.
I like Mayock, but Gruden's not gonna.
Well, Mayock is working for Gruden. He's president, but he is working for Gruden. Let's see who. See, now this one didn't come up. This is Russell Wilson. We talked to him about him last week. J.J. Watt. Oh, I can't see the other team names.
You got to learn how to do aspect ratios.
I really have to figure out my aspect ratios.
You need a 4x3 probably, or 16x9.
Well, you see, it's good in the setup on the computer, but it's not good in the it doesn't go to the television well. Okay, where do you think J.J. Watt plays? We didn't talk about him last week.
Talked the last day or two has been Cleveland, which
started out thinking the Packers.
Everyone said Pittsburgh, and my gut reaction when he was available was Pittsburgh because he can go play with his brother.
Right.
Pittsburgh's an awful cap room.
Yeah.
But J.J. Watt hadn't been J.J. Watt for a while, so how much are you going to wind up paying him? I still think he doesn't want. He would if he went to Pittsburgh, it would be to play with his brother, not
That's
for money.
What also kind of surprised me when he requested his release. The Texans were probably, you go ahead. Yeah. We've only gotten 15 games out of you in the last 2 years anyway.
His sack numbers have not been good. His pressure rates and all that have still looked pretty solid. He's still been a top 10 guy in the PFF scoring system. He just he hasn't been able to stay healthy.
Yeah.
Cleveland, which actually. Because at this point in his career, he's probably not a 70 snap a game guy. He's probably more of a 30 or 40. So if you're playing him in nickel and dime situations and you can bring him in and line him next to some guy named Garrett, that's pretty scary.
That's pretty good.
That's actually, situationally, that's probably his best fit.
And they've got cap room. Yeah. But that's the thing. Is he going to want to play somewhere where he has to play against his brothers twice a year? Because they're both collecting a check. Or all three, collecting a check. He isn't going to care. One other player, I showed it up there, Carson Wentz. Where's he going to stay? Is he going to stay in Philadelphia? Because they shopped him pretty hard, and nobody is bitten.
That's what they're trying to drum up interest, and Roseman's asking for 3 number ones, and everyone's going, we're not paying 3 number ones. So it's going to depend on if Roseman's willing to take less.
That's the thing. I think the Texans won't even get 3 number ones for Watson, let alone for Philadelphia getting 3 ones for Wentz. So who knows? But
the argument there is he had like 11 different offensive lines in front of him last year. So if you can protect him, maybe he goes back to what he was 2-3 years ago. But who knows?
Who knows? I tell you what, let's do. We're going to talk some more football. We're going to introduce everyone to the Champions League here in just a week. We can't wait. It's going to be so cool. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Back in a sec. Stick around.
Do your best friend a favor. Take them to Jagger's Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon. One stop for dog boarding. Don't leave them home alone or trust them with someone you don't even trust. Pamper them with the Doggy Daycare. They do grooming, training, and your doggy will love the sweet treats dog barkery. Bakery. Spoiling your pooch 7 days a week. Jagger's Doggy Daycare. Dog grooming, training, and boarding. 414 Main Street in Mount Vernon. Find them on Facebook or at jaggersdoggydaycare.com.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local hand-cooked tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey on Wabash Catch TV. Take the Points edition. Right there is Brian Turner. You can find him online at iamweeze.com. I understand you have some new musical folks that you're enjoying.
I've been heavy on Drayton Farley this week.
Drayton Farley.
Yeah.
What, will we hear?
Alabama boy.
Will we hear Drayton Farley on local radio?
No, you will not. Although you say that, you every now and again you catch an Isbell, and this guy's getting some Isbell comparison. I wouldn't go that far yet, but there's a hint of it.
I haven't seen him on.
That's the Alabama connection. He sounds like he's Eastern Kentucky, West Virginian, Appalachian. I call it Appalachian grunge.
Okay, like
it sounds like you remember the Nirvana and Alice in Chains Unplugged.
Sure,
this is the modern Appalachian version.
So is he trying to sound like Hank 3? Because I mean that's Appalachian.
Not as hillbilly-ish.
Hillbilly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good.
More in the Tyler manner of appellation.
So we'll look. Go to imweeze.com and you can find all.
I'm actually liking him enough that he probably won't be in the Fab Five Friday because I might just do an entire post dedicated to just him.
The way you were talking, I didn't think you'd probably see him in the Fab Five. All right, let's talk Champions League. He brought his. I hate to.
They're in the box, so they're not toys.
I was going to say they're not. I was going to say you brought your toys.
You take them out of the box, they're toys. You leave them in the box, they're collectibles.
I got to ask.
This is what I tell my wife, at least.
Have these ever been out of the box?
No. I almost did it today because it'd be easier to see. But in these, you can take them out of the box and get them in and out pretty easily. But
they have their little stands or something like that.
They're bobbleheads.
And are all of these are these the Liverpool?
They're all for Liverpool.
Okay, well, I recognize the guy on this side.
Yeah, Mo Salah,
Mohamed
Egyptian
Salah.
magician.
Yeah, he's amazing.
He's fun to watch.
He's maybe one of the top 2 or 3 players in the world.
Yes.
Would you say
strikers easily? Yeah.
Yeah. Who would be in your conversation? Top.
Well, you still got.
Does Messi still count?
Still got Messi. Still got Ronaldo. Still got Neymar.
Well, I don't know if you can still count Messi. He's getting old.
He is. Who else I got up there? Jordan Henderson's kind of the captain of the team, midfielder. This guy is actually hurt right now, and that's been a big part of our problem in
Virgil
Premier
van
League.
Dijk?
Yeah. Although our buddy Phil Johnson tells me we pronounced that wrong here, but it's Virgil van Dijk in America.
Okay.
And then Becker's the goalie. Huge addition a couple years ago.
Allison Becker.
Yeah.
That's a nice. It sounds like a woman's name.
Man or woman, he can stop
Where's
the
he
ball.
from?
I'm trying to remember, was he Brazil?
We bring all this up to talk about the Champions League. Now, this is fun. This is where the soccer winners from the past year,
basically the top clubs around
the world.
Well, UEFA.
Okay.
Yeah, just the European leagues.
Oh, this is all European, isn't it?
The clubs, the players can be from anywhere. I mean, obviously, some Brazilian players are in.
But I mean, I was to say they're going to Turkey, but I guess Turkey is part of Europe too.
Yeah, there's Russian teams too.
Depends on what half.
But it's the top teams from the Premier League, La Liga, Bundesliga. I mean, just all
Premier League as well. Didn't they bring in the ones from the Champions League and all that kind of thing?
Yeah, those usually all get knocked out pretty quick.
Okay, we're in the round of 16. What do we need to look for here? I've got a listing of the teams there. The results of the draw.
And see, in the round of 16, they play each other twice.
Right.
They do home and away, and do an aggregate score, moves on. So, like, for example, Liverpool played yesterday. They won 2-0 against Leipzig.
Right. And Barcelona won 4-1.
Yes.
Pardon me, PSG beat
Barcelona, which is actually a bit of an upset.
Well,
PSG was second in Champions League last year, but Barcelona was still, I think, second in the SPI ratings.
So it's going to be very difficult now for Barcelona to make that up.
And that was at home, too, that Barcelona lost. What they do is aggregate scoring. So, say Liverpool's up 2-0.
Right.
If they lose 1-0, they would still win because they'd be up 2-1. But if there's a tie on the aggregate, say Leipzig beats them 2-0.
Leipzig or Liverpool.
The tiebreaker is road goals.
Oh, okay. So, wow. So PSG has 4 road goals.
Yes.
Okay. So they could lose 3-0 and still win.
Right, because of the number of goals on the road.
I see. How about that? Okay, I did not really. Thank you very much for that. Last year's champion, Bayern Munich, right?
Yeah,
was the Champions League.
Paris Saint-Germain.
Saint-Germain.
I think there's no T though.
Saint-Germain. Did it so?
There's a T in it. You don't pronounce it.
You don't pronounce it.
Yeah,
okay.
in French, and it's Paris, not Paris.
I don't speak French. All that. All that much. Who do we need to keep an eye on here? And who's the
Man City's the favorite. Evil, villainous, treacherous Manchester City.
They're playing. I love that. Okay, I want you to say the name of the team they're playing.
Yeah,
I'll give you Bo Russia.
It's Gladbach, basically.
Mönchengladbach.
Yeah.
Mönchengladbach. And the other fun part of this is okay. Now, do you bet
they are a heavy favorite in that one?
Do you bet these based on the game, or do you bet based on the full series?
You can bet each individual match. You can do. I mean, it's same with American sport. You can have futures on winners, but then you bet each individual match.
How do people normally bet it, though? I mean, is it something? Because this is probably new for most of the people watching.
Mostly
the show.
matches.
Mostly just matches.
Just individual matches. Yeah.
Boy, that is that seems a lot more difficult to pick than maybe.
In fact, just about every professional soccer bettor I follow was on Leipzig yesterday, so I stayed away because they were playing my favorite team, so that worked out well.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So was Liverpool? Did Liverpool have a good number?
Actually, they were still they were slight favorites, but Leipzig was +2 something.
I'll be doggone.
Yeah.
So they play the first leg here, then it'll be probably 2 weeks, 3 weeks actually, until they play the second leg, and then then they seed them again. Right?
Redraw, yeah.
Redraw, not seed them. Redraw for the quarterfinals. Redraw for the semifinals.
So there was group stages that had obviously more teams. In fact, it was 4 per group, so they did, and then each group winner goes in one pool, each runner-up goes in the other, and that's who advances, the group winners and group runner-ups. So they always match a group winner up against another group's
loser,
runner-up, basically. Yeah.
I love Bayern Munich, by the way. I was all for them last year. Whenever they won, I'm going to stick with it, and I'm going to stick with Bayern Munich. They are playing next Wednesday or next Tuesday, the 23rd, whatever that is, and I'm going to stick with
538 win percentage chances. They got Man City at 39%, Munich at 12%, Liverpool at 11%, PSG's at 7%.
Why do they like Man City so much?
They're the best team in sports right now, in soccer right now. And I hate to say that because
that's quite matter of fact of you.
Well, I mean, like if you look at their SPI rating, they're at 93.9. Munich 89.1. Liverpool's 88.1. There's a wide gap there.
That's a wide margin. I tell you what,
that's a gap similar to Gonzaga and Baylor versus everyone else.
Which is what we're going to talk about here when we return. Here. Thank you, professional segue. Professional segue right there. That's Brian Turner. I'm Bruce Dickey. Back to talk college basketball with Sack. Stick around.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at carnabysquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
When it comes to your banking, you have as many options as colors in the crayon box. That's why you can bank your way at Teutopolis State Bank. What works best for you may be different from what works best for your neighbor. Teutopolis State Bank is built to serve all your banking needs, whether it's online banking, mobile check deposit, text banking, or just stopping in to see them at one of their 3 convenient locations. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender, it's Teutopolis State Bank. Banking made personal since 1913.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose Auto Owners Insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who have put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Harrison Insurance in Louisville is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. That's Brian Turner. I'm Bruce. Thanks very much for tuning in. We're going to talk real quick about basketball. Is anybody going to catch Gonzaga or the Baylor Bears?
Doesn't look like it right now.
The interesting thing about this weekend, the seeding came out, which will change between now. The top 4 seeds in each region came out, and Illinois, being the number 5 seed, you'd have thought they'd played the number 4 seed or the number 3 seed, right? The number 4 seed anyway.
Yeah, 4 always plays 5, right?
4 plays 5. Not when they're in the same conference. When 4th place is the same league and 3rd place is the same league, Illinois gets Baylor. We've already seen that movie.
Yeah, that wasn't fun for Illinois.
That wasn't a good time. Baylor and Gonzaga are both really good.
Yeah, I mean, Michigan is probably that next tier down. Iowa, if they ever decide to play defense, and I hate to admit that because then the one that Houston. Houston had their best player transfer out before the year started. Right? No, I think he played like 4 games and then transferred out. And they're still a top 5, top 16.
Top 16. They're number 6 right now. So I mean, now they can't play for a few days because of they're not out for COVID.
And then the Big Ten is so top heavy this year with Ohio State. I mean, you got 4 teams right in there in the top 10 just out of the Big Ten.
Well, that's the other.
The bottom's pretty awful, but
that's the other thing with Michigan, and you wonder if it'll skew. The gambling numbers or the for that matter the seeding numbers. Michigan not having played 5 or 6 games, they're not going to be able to catch up. I mean, there's not enough dates left in the season for Michigan to be able to play all the games they have missed, and they're going to miss playing Illinois. I don't think they're playing Ohio State again. So
they've got what you look for come tournament time, though.
They're very good.
A stud center and 2 senior guards.
And then they got doesn't matter this year, but they have the number 1 recruiting class in the country too. You think people like Jawan Howard being up there?
That seems to work out well so far.
Jawan's done all right.
And actually, I was listening to the college basketball guy today, and he said the best thing he did, the first thing he did was he brought in a good recruiter. So
brought in a good recruiter and brought in a good associate head coach.
Yeah,
they brought in
the guy with college experience because he didn't have any.
Yeah, he's a smart guy. So college coming down to the conference tournaments, it's going to be a lot of fun. We'll get deeper into that. You had some questions you were going to ask.
We were talking last week with Tom Brady wouldn't get another title. That gives him 7 now, which is more than any other franchise in football.
Right.
I saw the number
more than any franchise, not any other. More than any franchise.
Yeah. Players with 7 titles and 7 or more team titles and 2 or more league MVP awards.
So I get
across all professional sports. Let's see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 now.
8 now,
with
Brady being the 8th.
7. Brady's the 7th.
Okay, so I'll say Bill Russell.
Bill Russell is the only one from the NBA, so you don't have to think about any more NBA.
And they are living or dead, right?
Yeah.
Yogi Berra.
That's 1.
So I've got 4 to go, right? Or 3 to go. 4
you got 3 others in baseball.
So 3 to go.
In baseball, and then there's 1.
And then a hockey.
1 NHL
Rocky
guy.
Richard. Rocky Richard didn't?
Nope.
Wayne
This guy's
Gretzky?
got 10 Stanley Cups.
Wayne Gretzky?
Nope. Think older.
I'm trying to think. Rocky Richard had 10, but not Gordie Howe.
Jean Beliveau, the Canadians.
Well,
It was back in the 50s and 60s.
I didn't realize he won the MVP. Yeah. Okay, so 3 more baseball.
Yep.
Let's go with you. Got to go with Yankees.
Yep. All of them are Yankees.
You got to go with Yankees. Derek Jeter would have 5, so he doesn't make the championship side, and they've all got to be in the 50s and 60s. So you're looking at Mickey Mantle.
Yep.
And you're looking at so 2 more Yankees. Joe DiMaggio.
Yep.
And they didn't have the MVP award back in the 20s or 30s.
So no Babe.
No Lou Gehrig.
Actually, Gehrig did. Gehrig was the first.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. They started the MVP at about 33. I would have thought Gehrig. That's a great question.
Yeah. And you did well on it.
Yeah, that's
I don't blame you for not getting the NHL one.
I appreciate that. I thank you.
We didn't pay attention to the NHL in the 50s.
That is a really good question.
That's the class that Brady's in now.
Wow.
It's not just football greatness; it's across all sport greatness.
Well, let's see, and 20 years is 20 years, and Bill Russell did his in about 12 or 13 years.
Yeah.
And then won 2 as a coach too. So. They're just amazing. This just gives you, like you say, gives you an idea of the accomplishment that Tom Brady has completed. And I will give him all the props in the world. I will not say bad things about Tom Brady because it costs me money.
Every time.
Every time. I'm going to win one of those bets sometime against Tom Brady. You know I will. That's pretty good. You had one other question you were going to bring up to me.
I've got the opportunity here in about a month and a half. Should be able to get to do a Zoom call with one of the all-time greats, several team titles as well.
Yeah.
James Worthy.
He never won an MVP, did he?
I don't think so because he's always had Magic or Cream or
right.
But
one of the ultimate team players.
Yeah. College basketball championship, most outstanding player. No one remembers that.
Yeah.
Had 28 points in the championship game, and everyone remembers a shot at some freshman hit.
Points.
Yeah.
Over half the team's points. He had 28 out of 54 for crying out.
Yeah, and everyone remembers the kid that had 10 points in that game.
Yeah, the kid who hit the jumper from the corner.
Yeah.
The freshman.
Some guy named Mike.
Yeah, some guy. Yeah, some fella.
But I should be able to do a Zoom conference with James Worthy as the special guest and ask questions and stuff like that. So my question for you would be, if you could pick any living athlete to do a Zoom call with, who would you pick? I'll give you a chance to think. Mine was pretty quick. I would love to do one with Ricky Henderson.
I was wondering. I was wondering who yours was going to be. Ricky Henderson, because he was doing former, and
played for half of the MLB teams, but.
Well, yeah, but he was an A when
he was my childhood idols for sports. And Marcus Allen was too, but I think Ricky'd be a more interesting conversation. Half of my conversation would be just getting him to confirm or deny half of the Ricky stories that are out there.
I would have loved to have talked to Bob Gibson. But Bob Gibson's no longer with us.
A couple of your idols just recently passed.
Yeah. So that'd be kind of tough. Bob Gibson's out. I'd love to sit down. I don't like Zoom calls to start with, but if I had to, I'd like to see if I could get Yadi Molina to talk about stuff, because I think Yadi would be a great conversation if you knew how to speak Spanish. For one thing, you need because Yachty's going to be a lot more colorful in Spanish than he's going to be in English, I would think, right?
So you're gonna have to zoom in Katie White here too.
That's right. Yeah, zoom me, Yachty, and Katie so that I can understand why. I'd love to talk to Albert Pujols and just just see if you can't get if you can't figure out if he feels. I'd love to know if Albert Pujols feels a little bit of feels like he might a little regret for going to California, to LA.
Hard to beat weather and money.
$280 million. Never played another play. Never played in 3 playoff games after that, and they got swept.
Speaking of, I'm getting ready to sit down and do my "How many Hall of Famers will Mike Trout pass this year" article. So that's coming.
Well, it won't be Albert. Albert's well ahead.
Yeah, well ahead.
Albert's well ahead. He'll catch Albert in about 3 years. Hey, folks, thank you so much for tuning in. Best of luck to you at the gambling window. Best of luck to you, too, Brian. Thanks very much for coming up and braving the snow. We'll see you all next time on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Have a great weekend.